Alright, so I have purchased the Heed Bunker Max, whatever it is. Essentially bottom and top crash bars, as well as the Heed skid plate that we're going to be installing today. And I got some tank pads to install on the bike so that we don't scratch the plastics. So to begin, let's take off the old skid plate, and we're going to take a look at how it compares to the new one, and then take a look at installing the bars. Take off the skid plate. It looks like we have 1, 2, I think 4 bolts. Yeah, 3, 4. Yeah, just 4 bolts. So that should be pretty quick to take off. All right, so here's the stock skid plate, and here's the Heed one. You can tell, obviously, much thicker. Also aluminum. I think this one actually weighs 2.7 kilos, and I think it was 4mm aluminum. This one is, I think it's steel. No, it might be, it's probably aluminum. It's significantly lighter, but also way less protective. So definitely a lot more protection up here, and this will go all the way up, kind of covering off the bulk of the front of the bike. So that's great. Now let's take a look at how we're going to be attaching it, because it doesn't look like it's the same mounting points. These are different. Okay, we're going to install the crash bars first before the skid plate, because I think it's going to make installing this a little bit more difficult. The lowers actually fit. They mount against that, and they kind of go up there, and they bolt on to the upper ones, and then the upper ones they mount against the frame over there and here, and then they tuck under the front as well and mount there. So let's mount them together first, and then we're going to look at the instructions and where they mount on. Okay, I've connected the bottom and the top, so they're one piece now. I took out the 2 bolts at the bottom frame, where the bottom will mount. I still need to loosen these 2 and this big one here. But before that, we got to install these brackets that are gonna go under here and attach essentially where the 2 bolts are. So they're going to attach like this and kind of stick out right under the nose. And that's the 4th mounting point where the 2 sides will connect to. So let's take those bolts out and mount these brackets in place first. Alright, right side is in. I got a little bit delayed because the mounting bolt here is a 10mm Allen, which I don't have. So I had to figure out a bunch of creative solutions, and eventually just gave up and went to the store and bought a 10mm Allen. But yeah, solid. The thing mounts on here, and then down here, and it's also mounting in the front on that bracket, which we will tighten as we mount the other side. But yeah, pretty neat from the top. Doesn't protrude too much. Actually nice and clean down here. Doesn't look like it will interfere with my knees. Very clean, very happy with this. Let's get the other sides on there, and then move on to the skid plate. All right, bars are installed on this side too. And so they look from the driver's point of view. Nice and clean, protecting on both sides. And so it is on the front. Pretty dope. Now we gotta make the brackets for the skid plate and attach that. Alright, here's the brackets for the skid plate. So we have 3 brackets. The top one has these like big bolts. The attachment points are here, here, and here for the skid plate. As for the other 2 points, those are attached with the 20 mil. So these guys. And then the rest is being attached with the thicker ones. So pretty straightforward. I think these are actually the stock mounting points. They just shift them down. So maybe I will just quickly attach that. Alright, and here is the skid plate on there. It's solid. It actually looks really good, very protective. We got the Euro 5 little extra shield over here on the exhaust. Happy with it. Just take it for a quick spin just to see how different it feels. And this will be it for this episode. Alright, now that we have the crash bars and the skid plate on, let's install some grip pads. So I got this kit from, again, AliExpress. It mimics, or it's nearly identical to the one from Yamaha, except at a much better price point. And it came with 5 pads. Came with these 5, so there's a big Tenere one that goes on the tank here. These smaller Yamaha ones that go on here that are probably the most useful parts. And these bigger ones, which are, they also say Tenere, that go here. So let's start with this side, clean up and install them. We'll do the other side and we'll do the tank one last. Okay, this side is done. Nice rubber surface here and here. Stuck on pretty well. We'll see how good the 3M tape holds to the rubber and to the plastic. So the other side. Okay, second side done as well. That went on no problem. Let's remove the stickers and install the final tank pad one, which goes on like so. Alright, and the final tank pad. You might have also noticed I added one of these seat covers, mesh seat covers, to help with the heat and comfort. So definitely looking to doing some rides with that. And yeah, so that's it. Alright guys, that'll be it for this episode. The bike is more or less ready for some real adventure at this point. We have some good protection on there. The skid plates, the bunker crash bars, tank pads, and a seat cover. The only thing that's really missing at this point is some good hand guards, but we'll get those later on. For now, that will be it. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications when new videos become available. Check out balkanmoto.com, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.